What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Five Nights at Freddy's update video. Now, in the last video, we discussed the brand new characters that are being added to the Ultimate Custom Night. We have some info on Phantom Freddy, Old Man Consequences, Nightmare Fredbear, and Nightmare. Well, in today's video, there is a brand new character revealed, and it's pretty exciting. But of course, if you guys want to see more videos like this, don't forget to drop a like on the video down below, drop a comment saying new, and of course, be subscribed to the channel for more content like this. And also, in the comment section down below for the question of the day, let me know which animatronic would you guys like to see him, provide next. Now, obviously, it's up to Scott, who he wants to add in next, but if you guys had to choose one animatronic that we haven't already added to the roster, who would you want him to add, to the, you know what I mean by the roster, right? Like where it tells you all about the animatronics. So far, if you guys don't know, we have Golden Freddy, Helpy, BB, JJ, Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare, Phantom Freddy, Old Man Consequences, and the new one. So if you guys had to choose one animatronic, who would you choose? Now, me personally, I feel like I would want to know more about Molten Freddy. So that's my personal choice. Anyways, though, like I said, let me know yours in the comment section down below. So let's get into the brand new roster, though. So as you guys know, he's been updating Scott Games I'd say every day or two, and he's kind of been spacing it out. So I'd say about 2 days he's been updating scottgames.com. So for the first few characters, like I said, we got Golden Freddy, Helpy, BB, JJ, Nightmare Fredbear, and Nightmare, Phantom Freddy, and Old Man Consequences. And if you guys haven't seen the video on those, you guys definitely want to check it out. I have it previous to this one. There's a bunch of brand new stuff with these animatronics, like the fact that we're gonna have a tablet, we're gonna have doors, lights, everything like that. He's kind of like hinting at new stuff coming to the night too with every character he's kind of announced. Well, for today's reveal, he actually revealed the Marionette, and he said if you neglect its music box, then it will break free of its prison. Once out, it can't be put back inside, and your ventilation system will drain much faster than it did before, causing blackouts and eventually a game over. So that's pretty cool. I mean, a few things introduced here, as with every other thing that we've kind of had shown to us. It looks like, well, we're gonna have the Marionette. That's exciting as it is, but he's gonna actually break free, and he says if he breaks free of his prison. That's kind of that's a good word choice. I would have thought he would have said, the box, but he calls it a physical prison. So yeah, if he breaks out of that, you cannot get him back inside. So just like in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, if you guys remember, if he broke out, you died. There was no putting him back inside the box. And the interesting thing about this is you don't immediately die if he breaks out in this game. So it seems like he's out, okay, but he doesn't kill you. So what he'll do instead is he'll drain your ventilation system much faster than it did before, causing blackouts and eventually a game over. So let's say you're at like 5 a.m., the Marionette breaks out. You might be able to beat that night if you have enough ventilation system power, which that's another thing we'll get to in a second. But yeah, it looks like if he breaks out, you're at 5 a.m., you still might have a chance to actually beat this night as long as you play it right. So, I mean, that's cool. I'm glad he's not like a game-ending character. I'm glad he's there, but he's not going to completely kill you, which, once again, it seems like a lot of these characters he's shown so far are all made to be like a nuisance. They're not made to kill you. They're made to slow you down. So, if you get Helpy to attack you, he'll blare an air horn at you. If you get, BB or JJ, one will disable your flashlight, the other one will disable your door control. So they're not made to kill you. They're just made that if they get in and get to you, you're going to be in big trouble. And eventually, if you have all of them doing different things to you, you're going to eventually die. But I like the fact that they're not just there to kill you. They're actually there to just slow you down. And, it adds a little bit more, I don't know how to describe it, I guess, strategy to the game. So if you have to choose between, let's say you're doing 50-20 mode, and you have to choose between either letting BB in or the Marionette, you kind of have that choice. Do you want to disable your flashlight, or do you want the Marionette to drain your ventilation? That's what it's cool to have that choice. Anyways, though, later on, like I said, he says, and your ventilation system will drain much faster than it did before. So it looks like we are going to have a ventilation system that relies on some kind of power, probably like Five Nights at Freddy's 3. So if you guys remember, I think it was, who was it actually? It was somebody that comes, it was BB and JJ. They come in through the vents, and it looks like when he said them, though, like for BB, he said he will try to sneak in through the side vent, close the side vent, and wait until you hear a thud, indicating he is gone. So it doesn't really say anything about power or anything like that, but from what he's saying with the Marionette, the ventilation system is going to have some kind of, I don't know, something that can drain. I'm guessing maybe its own power system, or maybe there's like a gas in there that keeps them out, or something along those lines. Let me know in the comment section down below what you can think he means by that. I honestly can't think of anything. Like, the only thing I can think of is like power. But yeah, so it looks like, if the marionette gets inside, you're going to lose power from your vents. You're probably going to end up, you know, eventually losing the vents completely. And it does say it'll cause blackouts and eventually game over. So it looks like, yeah, that's kind of carrying over from Final Fantasy 3. If you guys remember the whole blackout thing, if the ventilation went down, your screen would start to flash black, and then you would eventually just die. So I'm guessing that's kind of what this exact thing is. So yeah, I mean, if the vents go down, you're kind of dead. You're going to start having blackouts and you're going to die. Not only that, but Helpy and BB, or not Helpy, BB and JJ are also going to get in. So it's like, it starts off as like a minor thing. Oh, you let the marionette out, and then you start blacking out, and then BB and JJ are probably going to get in, and then you're just dead. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited for this animatronic. And also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but Scott Games is now at 18%, if you guys didn't know that somehow. But obviously with the next animatronic, we're going to go up to 20, and then, you know, so on and so forth. But yeah, I mean, overall, I'm excited to see the marionette in the game. I'm wondering, you know, how he's going to look. I'm pretty sure he's going to carry over the same one that was from Final Fantasy 2, but I am pretty excited. Oh, not only that though, but the Night Marionette is in here too. So I'm curious, because if you guys remember from Final Fantasy 4, Night Marionette never actually had a box. You know, he would just kind of show up, and then you're dead. So it looks like, okay, so this marionette, the original one, is going to stick to that old plan, you know, the box, wind it up, blah, blah, blah. The Night Marionette is probably just going to show up at your door and do something along those lines. Probably something along the lines of Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare. You know how you can only see their eyes, they don't actually show up at the door. So I have a feeling that's might be what Night Marionette might be like, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to be hard to be able to tell them apart. But guys, that is it. Also, oh, I forgot to mention this too, but I'd love to know your thoughts on the previous character that he announced. As you guys remember, Old Man Consequences. I was getting a lot of theories on that and what you guys might think, who he is, you know, how he's going to attack, and I'd still love to bring that on to this video too. So if you guys have any idea how you might think this guy's going to attack, let me know in the comment section down below. But I mean, you guys saw him in the last video. Like, it's literally like a pixelated alligator type dude, but apparently he's an old man, and I don't know, man, it all sounds crazy. So yeah, that's it for the new update. Literally, we got Old Man Consequences and the marionette today. So yeah, that's a lot to go through. But guys, I'm in this video here. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you do, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.